Well, good afternoon. Today is supposed to be day 19 of the Junk Journal Challenge, hosted by, or the Junk Journal July Challenge, hosted by Make Journals and Get Messy Art. But I'm doing 18 and 19, and that is my favorite supplies and interactive. So I even might include tomorrow's post or prompt letter to myself. In fact, I think I will. So, because then that could be my interactive piece, the little envelope thingy. So anyway, maybe, I don't know, I have a couple ideas swarming around in my head. But my favorite supply is anything to do with woodland animals or birds. And so I'm going to put a background of just plain coffee dyed paper on top of this, and I'm going to put some of my favorite stamps on there, and I might make it interactive so that it opens up. So let me get that paper needed. Alright, so I have this lightly coffee dyed paper, and it's actually pretty much exactly the same size as this. So what I'm going to do is figure out where the middle is and fold each side in. And I'm just going to do that very easily by doing that. And now I know I can fold my paper like this and this, and that will be my, well, actually, we have to make sure, I think I need to cut my paper down, but I could do this. No, I think I'll just do this. It'll be overlapping, that's all. Alright, so we got that like that. And I'm going to glue that down, and then we just have to open it like this. That's my interactive part. And so I do think I'm just going to put all my little stamps on there and some other things that have to do with woodland animals. Let's go ahead and glue this down. It actually occurred to me it might have been better to do my stamping before I glued it down, but I think it'll be okay. So I have all kinds of bird stamps and animal stamps, and the cutest little woodland animals are in here, and I have a couple over here. And so I think I'm just going to stamp everything down and not worry about what it, like making it a scene or anything like that. So let's see what I got in here. I also have some favorite woodland animal paper that I can put on the inside. Let's see now. Got a little squirrel, got some leaves, mushrooms, bunny, and a bird. Alright, so let's just get this party started. I'm going to use brown ink. These are really cute, but they don't necessarily show up that well. We got that one. And these were the very first woodland animal stamps that I got. There was, there's also an owl with the set. And there used to be a little tiny bird, but I've lost the tiny little bird. Here's a squirrel. Or no, this is a chipmunk. Chipmunk. Oh, I know I'm bumping the camera, because that's what I do. So we have had a great time visiting with our daughter, and today our other daughter and grandchildren came. 2 of our grandchildren. We have 5, and that was fun. And then my daughter and my youngest son went back with the daughter with the grandkids to her house for a few days. And we're going to meet up with them on the weekend. So there's those. And then I have these. This is like a big stag. Hopefully it will work. So I hope you guys are having an awesome, oh, fell off, an awesome summer. It's been very hot up here in upstate New York, unusually hot. That came out pretty good. It's hard to do when you have a tripod in the way. Alright, let's try this one. That is a squirrel. That one came out cute. Messed up a little bit right here. Here's another little fox, or perhaps it is a wolf. This one looks like a wolf to me, not a fox. I'm going to put this... See that? It fell right off. Does anyone know how you can get your little stamps to be sticky again? Here's a bunny. I know I'm just randomly stamping my paper, but that's alright. Let's see now. Here's an owl. I have several owls, but we'll do this one since it's here. And I have to say that owls are not my favorite woodland animal. I think deer and foxes are my favorite woodland animals. Alright, now here's a little bird from this set. It's also got a bunch of leaves and feathers, and this is a cute one. Little acorns. I think I've done this one before. I don't know if I'm doing it upside down or not. There's that one. And a mushroom. I'll do a feather and a leaf, because I do know I've done the pine cone before. Yeah, that's pretty. It's very detailed. It's actually 2 acorn things. Let's do this one, and then we'll move on to the next page. So that's my favorite. And over here, we'll do these. There we go. It comes out really good. And here's a little hedgehog. It's cute. And now we have birds. Put a few birds on here. Oh, did I get the squirrel? Yes, okay. I've got a few birds here with some words, which might be nice. So, here we go. These are from Dollar Tree. They're newer. They're a little bit newer. They might stick better. It looks good, that's for sure. It looks like my hummingbird is missing. There was a hummingbird there that should be there. Oh, I think it's on the other side. It's there. He's still there. We have some hummingbirds in our yard, but I've heard that they're decreasing. Their population is decreasing, so I guess we should be doing all we can to be able to feed the hummingbirds. We've seen a lot of butterflies and bees in our yard, but last year we had 4 hummingbirds, and I don't think we have 4 this year. I think we just have 2. Yeah, those are cute. I don't think I've ever stamped all of these before. I'll move that one over. I'll put this one right here. This is a barn swallow or some kind of swallow. Okay, so we have that there. That did not stamp all the way, but I get the idea. Let's see, what does this say? Beautiful. Let's do that one, because it is beautiful. I don't know if I can fit it anywhere. Beautiful. And we've got all this, but I've pretty much, well, I do have a couple more. I got a little owl here. And that one doesn't come out too good. A cardinal. This one is kind of off the paper. One more bird. Let's see. Alright, and what else have I got here? A bee. I've got a bee. I got a bunch of bees. Put that one there. We have butterfly, dragonfly, bee, and ladybug. We'll put these on this side. Okay. I think I have even more bees. Let's check. These are all my clear stamps, and here I'm pretty sure I saw some bees. Maybe not, but here are some little tiny bird and a squirrel, but I think we'll skip those. I was sure I had more bees. Oh yeah, in here. Okay. Does anybody else like me and get nervous about the mess they're making when they craft? I have to say that when I'm cooking or baking, I wash my dishes as I go and put everything away as I go along. I don't leave a big pile in the sink. But when I'm crafting, especially when I'm filming, it's hard to put stuff away as you go along. And so there's always like a bit of clutter all over my desk, and it makes me a little bit nervous. Yes, it does. And this one says, "Such happy news. So glad we're family." I don't think I'm gonna. You're the best. Stay wonderful. Let's do that one. Let's stay wonderful. And then in the middle, I have decided to make another interactive part that will also be the letter to myself. So I'm going to make an envelope out of woodland animal paper, put it in there with a journaling card, and then or a letter to myself. So that is what I'm going to do next. Alright, I had a template for an envelope that I wanted to use, but I can't find it. So I'm going to have to use my envelope punch board, and so the pattern isn't going to be straight, it's going to be like diagonal. I'm going to make it so that it can open. I'm going to glue it like this so it can open. So I'll show you what I mean. But I like that it's double-sided. So I'm going to get my double-sided tape. Now this also has a corner rounder here, so I'm going to corner around the points so they're not pointy, like that. And then we'll tape the parts that need to be taped. And I want to make sure that yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. So the tape's going to go here. Actually has to be the same size as the flap and not this. Got that. And we'll do the same on the other side. Okay. Oh, take it off and stick it down. And I got to remember which side is I want it to be. So we want it to be this way. Okay. So it's gonna look kind of weird when you put it up. It's not going to be right side up, and it's really not right side up this way either, but it's good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and just like this. And then we'll put a card inside to journal on, and I'll have to put something up here too. Isn't this just adorable? And I never know what to do with it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cut a journaling card out of it for the envelope. And I will have to back it with something to write on, but I've got plenty of paper that I can do that with. So let's just say right here, let's cut that off. This should fit in here. Yeah. I think I'm getting it in the right spot. Okay. And then we're going to go right across like this. See if I can get it on top of the mushroom. That might be too, well, I'm going to have to cut a little bit off, but should be okay. Alright, tiny bit off. I think, unfortunately, a little bit of the snail is going to get cut off. So, but that's going to go in there. That's going to be my journaling card, and I have to cover it up with something now. And I do have some yellow paper I think we could use. So let's see. It's going to show through a little bit, but I think that's okay. I think we can still write on that without it being confusing. I'm going to use my glue stick, and then I'll do my journaling off camera because it's a letter to myself, and I don't even know what I'm going to write yet. So let's put that right on there. Probably round the corners. And I will have to figure out what I'm going to write about. Probably how I'm trying to help the critters by planting native plants and things like that, and just about my love of nature and, you know, stuff like that. So we'll round off the corners with a corner rounder, and I think I'm going to ink the edges of this because I can't see through it. But I think it's fine. And then I'm going to ink the edges around this. And then we'll be good to put it in the envelope. Alright, so that's going to go just like this. And we can still close it. I just have to think, maybe have a quote about nature go up here. Alright, so here we have it. This is prompt 18, 19, and 20. Favorite supplies, which are the nature stamps or anything nature related. Interactive, because we have to open this and then open the envelope, and in the envelope is the letter to myself, which is 20. And then I added this quote on the tag. Well, it's not really a quote, but it's some information that I've taken from a book I've been reading. We need to garden with nature. We need to garden with native plants to improve the resource base for wildlife. When planting gardens, we need to also create habitats for animals and insects. We need to plant the species that supports the most insect biodiversity, and those are important to keep our planet alive. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little crammed with stuff, crammed with prompts, but it's been a very hectic and busy and happy week for me, so this is what I decided to do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy and healthy and having a great summer. We'll see you again for prompt 21 at some point. And prompt 21 is contrast. Alright, well, let's give me some time to think about something to do for contrast. Okay guys, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.